Breaking news, baby dolls. Elon Musk is now starting to tweet about Doge again. You remember from 2021, Elon Musk has tweeted, "I am willing to serve." And Doge stands for Department of Government Efficiency. Now, friends, I actually have the Doge chart on my screen, and I noticed, I don't know, like my little eyes just noticed, boop, something popped, and it went up 2%. And I went and I checked it. Let's go have a look at it right now. And I knew as soon as it popped up, I was like, someone said something. Elon, some insider knows something, or Elon has tweeted something. I knew immediately, because like, why would you just go buy Doge up 2% and smack it up? And what we're going to do now is actually look at it now, because it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. We go down to like a 1 minute chart, and you can see these moves happening already. It comes in and pops up 3%. You see that? Bang. That was the first pop-up, comes back down, and now coming up here. So these obviously Doge fans, it's got a long way to go, but hopefully that's the first pop-up of justice and friendship. I would love to see this at $1. So if you remember, Elon Musk, friends, I'm going to actually find you Dogecoin and Elon Musk Twitter post. There's actually this great picture which shows you all the times Elon was tweeting about Doge and the chart. And I have this picture here for you. It's actually fantastic. There are many others. I think there are other tweets as well. Look at this. Dogecoin is the people's crypto. You see that? Started pumping. The Doge father, Saturday Night Live, he did it here, and then it pumped up again. Do you want Tesla to accept Doge? These are all like top signals, right? And then baby Doge, see up here, friends, it just didn't have as much effect because it was already starting, I guess, its own bear market here. But he was tweeting it up along here, and it was great to the people who put these pictures out together. They put Doge on that chart. You can see that he had a giant effect of it. I mean, Doge was one of the unicorn winners of last cycle. It went 250x, and it defied gravity because Doge was in its third cycle curse. It was meant to have its third cycle curse last cycle, and then Elon shoots it up with just enormous pumping and friendship. Now, yesterday, friends, interestingly enough, I replied, Elon, I saw on my screen, Elon posted something about bots, and then 1 second later I made a video quickly, and I just tagged him. Now I don't know if he said it, but this is funny. I made a video under him. I actually said, hey Elon, it's time to start talking about Doge again. It's the right timing. And I said it would actually be cool if you considered, you know, Twitter likes. Well, imagine, friends, you can pay tips in Doge. You can tip someone like 0.1 Doge each, right? It just shows you, hey, you know, here's a tip. 0.1 Doge is only like 1 cent. So you could just, you know, spread the kindness and friendship around. That would be great. I wonder what that would do. Now, obviously, that's quite bearish because it's like, oh, you're turning into a currency. But, I mean, for these like long-term, imagine, friends, we get an ETF from that because now it's linked to tokens of acceptance and friendship. Think about it, you know, dog is man's best friend. So it's a beautiful meme to attach to like tipping, online tipping and sending money around. That'd be great if we get something like that. Just like it pushes the whole industry forward to see where it's moving. Now, checking Elon, right? He also retweeted. This is the first thing he did was he retweeted this guy, Department of Government Efficiency. Perfect name. So someone actually showed this picture, Department of Efficiency. That was the government efficiency. That's Doge. So obviously Elon's very engineerish guy, mathematical guy. And he says, I'm really willing to serve. He's just implying that, you know, Elon Musk, remember, he was selected by Donald Trump, potentially to get an advisory role on, you know, if Donald Trump is reelected as president. So you'd be able to just maybe see him have some sort of cabinet, or at least, you know, at least have more of like a science and a different approach. It would be very popular with a lot of people. Obviously, the guy's got like, you know, hundreds of millions of people that respect him and follow him. So it would be a big boost to the campaign. But now, baby dolls. Okay, so after seeing this, it's actually very exciting to see Elon doing it. Where do we go from here? Well, what happens now is the cycle will continue. We don't know where Doge is going to land. But if you watch my videos, friends, I've been telling you for such a long time that these big unicorns of 2021, Richard Hart, Do Kwon, Elon Musk, many others, they want to relive their glory. They want to. So naturally, instead of reinventing themselves, which is literally nearly impossible to do, I think they will just redo their playbook. Now we are approaching that part of the cycle where we are due for things to happen again. Now, I don't know if Doge is going to do its big, fat, colossal move again, friends. I don't know. I don't know. That's a 240x. I don't know if that's going to happen. It might just be the XRP chart. You know, XRP, friends, in its cycle here, XRP would go up to like here, top out, and then come back down. I don't know if that's going to happen for Doge, but it doesn't really matter because it matters about everything else. It's showing you the retail part of the cycle is appearing, the emotional money, and we're looking forward to when we start to disconnect from all these like worries. We want to start to slowly build up to that. It's obviously outside of our control, and that's why we can look at things like the global liquidity index and everything just to kind of help us along the way. This is the chart right here. Global liquidity index ticking up. You have Tether's market cap, the red line here, also moving up. So everything is pretty much good to go. You got to remember as well, when did everything start moving? They started moving around back here. See, global liquidity, friends, this is the Dogecoin thing that was happening last time as well. The global liquidity round here. So it was still moving up. Everything was moving up. Tether was moving up. Everything started moving up. The Dogecoin mania peaked here. That final part. And this was basically that final 10 to 12x. Kind of funny, man, how it happened to the very, very end. So you need all this printing and then like, okay, it's near the end and you basically stop. But we crash first and then Tether stops, by the way. There's no indicator that you can grab from here. It's just, you know, waiting for euphoria. So what's ahead? What's actually ahead? Well, I don't know, this is going to sound crazy. CZ, friends, Changpeng Zhao, Binance de facto CEO, right? He obviously OG CEO. He's going to be released from jail in September. Now, it's funny. We've all said this. We all know this. We're like, oh, we know we're pumping when he gets released. We just know we are. We just know. I don't know why. Because it makes no sense. Like you're telling me they open the bars from this one guy and we're going to pump? Yeah. Yeah, that's just how we work. That's why a lot of mid-curvers don't get it. Boomers don't get it. A lot of the stonk marketers, they just don't get it. Why? It's programmed in, bro. You got to pump when CZ comes out. You know? He's the hodl guy. He sold his house to go all in on Bitcoin in 2013. He literally sold his house in China and literally went all in, okay? He's a billionaire now. He built the unicorn product, service, machine in crypto. He built Binance. I mean, check out the BNB BTC ratio. It broke its high in 2022. Literally unheard of. Literally unheard of. One of the most profitable companies in the world. I mean, it's just programmed in, Mo. It's just... How do you explain that to someone, by the way? He's out of jail. It's time to pump. Man, he's coming out next month. It's end of next month. And also, friends, this is interesting. Remember from our stats and our odds, at the end of a hiking cycle for the US Fed, if they cut by 50 basis points, it's bearish. The forward 1 and 2 year returns of the stock market is like minus 20%. However, if they end the hiking cycle with a 25 basis point cut, then we get a forward return average. It's 18% of the stock market up. So instead of being down 20, it's plus 18. That's big, man. That's absolutely huge. So I was just showing you that how much the Fed cuts as an indicator. Like if they've cut by 50, they're worried. If they cut by 25, oh yeah, because we're starting to kind of crack. That will give us enough time. Hopefully, CZ gets to usher in the friendship and kindness. That's why I said the only potential bearish scenario for crypto is that they extend CZ's jail term for another few months. That's pretty... No, literally, that would probably give you more of a bearish indicator than all these recession fears. Now, I'm going to end on this video, friends, and it's actually wonderful. This guy made $17.1 million from 10 grand. What did he do? One trade. He bought Ethereum in its ICO.
What has been the single best investment you've ever made?
It would be Ethereum. I think it was the pre-token sale.
How much did you make?
I'll show you on the tracker. 17.1 million.
How much did you
Today's
put in?
prices. $10,000.
No.
See that guy's face, by the way? See, friends? He's like, what? So you're like, oh, I put 10 grand and I made 30 grand. What are you, like an Apple stock buyer? You Johnson & Johnson baby bum powder maxi? Are you a Johnson & Johnson baby bum powder maxi, sir? Enjoy your 3x. No. This guy made, I think, 1,700x. And by the way, he sold at $850 Ethereum. I calculated it. I went back and I checked. And guess what, friends? If he held today, it would be 50 million. Now, here's the thing. Okay, obviously, whenever we talk about this, by the way, the Ethereum ICO was 31 cents. You can actually put on a log chart, okay? Ethereum ICO down here, it was 32 cents, sorry, all the way down here. He sells up $800. He never rebuys in, all right? Never rebuys in. Because it's like, oh, well, 17 million. Now, here's the thing. Friends, I know what it's like. Okay, in an ideal world, you say, oh, great. I made my 17 million. And then you walk away. That's the ideal world. Ideal world. In reality, this is what actually happens, all right? He's got to pay a third to the government. Now he's left with 11. He probably buys himself a mansion or two. Now he's left with like 7 or 6 or 5. It's a lot of money. But he's thinking about that $4 or $5 million investable in his account. And when Ethereum hits $10,000, he's going to get his calculator out. And he's going to see that if he still held, he would have $200 million, real number, if he held when Ethereum hits 10K. All right, now I'm telling you now, friends, of course, what you can't see in that depression, because it is depression, by the way, it will be. Okay, you think, no, you'd be happy. Yeah, you'd be happy. You're not him. You're not him. Okay, friends, it's literally like, I made it all the way to the World Cup. Oh, we almost won. You missed the penalty. You come fourth. Sweet. You're like, but hey, be happy. You're still getting paid $1 million a year. They go home, they sleep at night thinking, man, I should have got that penalty. We should have made it to the end. It's all because of me. Okay, friends, it eats people up at night. That's why a lot of people go into stress. They go into like this depressive anxiety. Do you remember, friends, I made that video? Shout out to my friend Tommy as well, the magical, mystical squirrel. He made a short compilation video. I told you there was a guy who made a business. He never revealed the business, but he worked his whole life, sacrificed time from family, 3 years working, literally no money in it. And then he got fudded out of a big company. They bought his business for like $8 million. He took the cash out. They bought a business off him. And then a year later, they sold it for $100 million. They made a 12x on his own business. He took the money, paid the taxes, and then he said the biggest killer was at all his family barbecues, and everybody in his town and city, they knew it was his company, but they didn't know he had sold it secretly. So they went around congratulating him, saying, whoa, you're $100 million rich. And he's just looking at his 8 million. Now he's got 5. He's like, paid off tax. He doesn't have to work, but he's just walking around thinking. And by the way, he actually said he's seen a psychologist and a psychiatrist. He's got to see a shrink because he's depressed. He's literally depressed. And you're thinking, hey, I'd be happy with 5 million. Yeah, you would. But you didn't work 10 years for free building up a company from zero, which is like long-term holding and stuff. Like you're literally long-term holding. You're delaying your gratification and then letting someone fudge you out of the bags. You didn't go through that. I hope one day you maybe do get to go through it because it means you succeeded. But I'm just telling you, this is a side that you won't be able to practice for. And it is what it is, okay? Now, this guy sold his Ethereum out here. When Ethereum hits 10K, man, this guy's going to have a theoretical 200 million that he wishes he's thinking about, okay? So there is no winning in this game. Friends, Warren Buffett understood this. Warren Buffett hasn't bought anything for himself for like 50 years. He lives in the same house and does it for a reason. He's been compounding everything because he knows the power of compounding over time. Now, I'm not saying don't ever sell anything or whatever. We know. I'm just telling you, it's not so easy, right, when you're looking at it. Because when that guy sold, all right, he didn't know the feeling of holding Ethereum down 94%, okay? He can't go back and do that pain. He doesn't know the feeling of 3 Arrows Capital sending this down 82% and Ethereum getting wrecked. He doesn't know the pain of Richard Hart buying here and then seeing Ethereum drop 50% on him and ETH BTC going to like basically new lows after like 8 years or whatever, just down heaps, okay? When he arrives at that moment of clarity, when he sees, oh, Ethereum hit 10 grand, he's not going to be saying, oh, but I have so many, I have so much like basically health points in my heart and my soul because I never had to see the 94% drop of ETH. I never had to see 3 Arrows Capital liquidate. I never had to see all of these things screw up and then Solana overtake. I never had to deal with that. Your brain and your body can't summarize that in that chart. All you can see is you are meant to have $200 million, but you only got 5. Okay, so I know, friends, 5 is a lot, but they're thinking about, my gosh, I should be 40 times richer. And then, friends, this is the funny part, man. Do you think that guy is going to feel great when he comes across people and he says like, hey, I put 10 grand in the Ethereum ICO. Whoa, man, you're like almost worth $250 million. You believed, right? You believed. He's like, yeah, I mean, I sold maybe like a couple of $1 million, you know. He's going to do that. First time he's gonna walk away. Okay, after 6 times, it's going to kill him. It's literally going to kill him, friends. Okay, so all I'm just telling you to do is be careful about being a non-believer. Be careful about acting like a non-believer. Just that's it. There is an element of randomness to this, okay? So, friends, I'm even like, I've gone through this with you because I believe in us that much. I believe in you so much. I believe in my bags. I believe in our spirit that much that I want us to have that. That's a first world problem. Oh, I've got 5 million, but I should have had 200 million. I want you to go through that. I want you to be upset that you've got 1 million when you should have 10. I want you to go through that rather than you got $800 because you got liquidated, like joining Bybit leverage trading. You see what I mean? But there's a challenge everywhere. There's always a challenge. That is a first world challenge. Oh, crap, man. We still have to shop at normie stores. You know what I mean? But yeah, you don't have to work for the rest of your life. That's a gift. That is a gift, okay? We look forward to those problems, you know? We're in a winning mindset. That is an abundance mindset. That is an abundance mindset. It is nice to dream about problems you don't even have yet. But it's the rich person problems. Not the problems of, oh, I lost it all. No. It's like, man, you know, maybe a lot of you guys don't have an accountant. Oh, I've got to go find an accountant now. And I've got to hide stuff from this. Yeah, it's good to at least think about stuff like that. It's like you're basically, you're front running the future a bit. You're speculating. You're getting the dopamine hit. Not too much though. Okay, you're letting yourself dream a bit like, yeah, when I make it. You're thinking, yeah, when I make it, I'm going to do this. It's nice to think about that. It keeps you going rather than being blindsided. Because, I mean, look at this guy's face. Oh, my God. No, what, friends, you think if Ethereum is 10 grand, you think this guy is going to be getting this reaction? No, it's not going to end here. It's going to end with that guy. He's not going to be smiling, though. He's not going to be smiling. He's going to be like, wow, I should have $200 million. I've actually got 5. That's what it's going to end with, okay? But that's good. That's good. Better with 5 million than 5,000, okay? So we are now in that part of that cycle, right? Where Elon is starting to like want to relive his glory. That's why I said Richard Hart. I'm telling you right now, man, they want to relive their glory. It's unicorn status, man. It's unicorn status. You and I will never be able to witness it. Never. Where literally you have Midas's glove. Everything you touch turns to gold. Everything. You're a perfect forecaster. Everyone wants to be around you. Like, look at Ansem hanging around all these hot babes. Yeah, I'm going to hear the party. Woo! Yeah, you have all of this just magical aura. Look, man, I've made videos like, hey, you know, like, just be careful. It's like literally drunk off euphoria stage. Everything you do is funny. Everyone wants to be around you. Everything's great. Everyone wants, like, you're the hottest thing right now. And then nothing can relate to the dopamine crash where there's not enough demand for your attention anymore because no one wants you as much. It's just going down, 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 down. Hollywood actors and actresses, friends, go through depressions. A lot of kids as well, when they lose that depression and stuff, friends, that their brains have been fried so much. They literally get hooked on drugs so much, like that Home Alone kid and everyone else. It's because they're just being fried so much. They hit unicorn status. They peak so much and too early. So it's good though, isn't it? To think about these. It is good because we're completely aware. We're self-aware. So when it's happening around us, look, I can't make anyone sell. I don't want anyone to sell, but at least I'll make you think twice about borrowing on your house to go dunk it in. That's what I really want, friends. You know, yeah, holding to another bear market would suck, but it would really hurt me if I hear some of you took like another $80,000 loan to go buy something after it's gone up 15x because you believe it's going to do another 4x, right? That would hurt me because I'm like, man, now you have a forced point out. You're not even, if we do the Tron chart in your coin, you don't even have a chance in the next 3 to 4 years. You might have to be liquidating, right? What if a recession comes during that time period and you lose your job? You see? So I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you, you can't plan for this stuff when the red candles come. We got to plan ahead of time before it even starts. And that's exactly what we're doing. That's why you and me are friend. Make memes great again. Like and subscribe. Catch you soon.